Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. I am joined by Nikki Letcher from the Paint Mixer. Hello,
Good
my
morning.
dear.
How are you?
I'm terrific. It's great to have you here.
Thank
as
you for
always.
having me back again.
Oh,
Appreciate
absolutely.
it.
You know, there's always exciting things happening in the Paint Mixer. It wasn't that long ago that we were talking about the location here in Park City, and then suddenly we were talking about the location on a Sugar House, and then suddenly we were talking about the different events and fun party ideas that you come up with, and corporate events that went just completely crazy at Christmas. I still can't believe you guys. I don't know how you did them all, frankly.
It was fun.
Yeah, you guys were out and about.
Yeah.
You were taking the business on the road, going to some of these big, huge, corporations, and setting up, entirely large paint
Right.
together kind of events. I can't imagine how you come up with something else. It's just amazing.
I just think, I don't think it matters which business you're in, but I think the importance is doing something, doing it well, and focusing on what you do. So we do like to keep events, painting, introducing new things, keeping it fun, and I've been very fortunate this time to partner with an unbelievable company which kind of brought this idea to me. So I'm not going to take full credit this time for that.
Well, still a little bit of innovation happening, which is what's really fun, and it's gifted.
Yeah, so we have partnered with a company, and it's called Gifted Custom Art, and what they do is create paint by numbers. And I think you and I are probably very familiar with paint by numbers. I think
especially
our kids
the velvet
are
type.
Exactly.
A few of those.
So we've been there, we've done this, but what's unique about this is really personalized it. So what people can do now is take their personal image, they can actually go to our website, click on any of our events, and they upload the image. So what's great is, and I'm trying to find this, you can take absolutely any image, you upload it, you can edit it online, and then you go ahead and you actually select from probably 6 to 7 different monochromatic colors. You can pick shades of purple, you can do the taupey tan colors, you can do blues, you can do greens, you can do orange, you can do reds. And
whatever matches your decor.
Whatever matches your decor.
Or your desire in general.
Exactly, and what makes it fun when you do select your colors, you then land up getting your 1 through 5 numbers, and you probably can't see on here, but the whole painting has been pixelated.
Well, to be honest, I was sort of, when I first looked at it, I'm like, where are the numbers? Because I couldn't see them, but they're everywhere. Of course you could see them. All these little things that we see are these gray, which to you probably you can't tell that they're numbers. Those are the numbers.
Yeah. So what you do, you literally follow step by step. You take your little paintbrushes, you take your 1 through 5 numbers, and you step by step fill in your paint by numbers.
Wow.
And this kind of gives a semi-type of look of how it's done.
Wow. Yeah, these are tremendous. I mean, you look at, here's the basics. We've started out with probably the darkest color here. And is that typically what one would do? Would you work your way from the center out, or do you work your way from dark to light? How do you?
Honestly, I always say to people, work from the biggest areas first. And what's fun is, even if you don't sit down and finish it in one session, you take it home with you, sit up the next morning with a cup of coffee, and you can start doing the fine detail. And it's amazing the success we've seen with these products, and it's fun. We've seen kids 6 years old. We've seen all the way older than you and I doing it as well.
Well, it's older than me. That's old.
And what's fun is we've seen a lot of people come in and they have actually taken their vintage cars or a special instrument, a guitar.
Right.
So it doesn't have to be your pet or your kids.
But a lot of pets, I'm sure, especially in Park City.
Park City, Pet City, we do it all.
Yeah, these are great. I love seeing sort of the evolution of it here. I was turning around to grab a couple of different ones here. We're almost done, right? That's what this one is. We're getting close.
Yeah.
And then the finished product.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Joe, with our upcoming events in June, what makes it really special is we have partnered with the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Salt Lake.
Okay.
And our 2 events, June 24th and 25th, we are offering that to anyone in the public.
Right.
It's free.
Free?
It's free, and people call us, ask, well, what do you mean it's free? How much do we have to pay?
Right.
Well, all that we're asking is for a donation. So when you sign up, instead of putting in the typical $75 fee for our events, you put in any donation amount that you would like to give to the Boys and Girls Club. So the 24th and 25th, totally free event, and that's really to introduce this concept and to partner ourselves with a very worthy organization who's done a lot of great for young kids, and they have great art programs. So it was tough to choose the organization, but we're very happy we've partnered with them.
Well, you know, it's fun when you get to choose, right? You're in a position where you can do something wonderful for the community. That's got to be a lot of fun for you, I know. But you picked one that so many people love, the Boys and Girls Club. Yeah. They do, you know, they do so many after-school activities. And when you think about some of these families and the fact that their parents are working full-time, right. Maybe it's a single parent, they're not there. This is the you know, the better choice of things to do. And certainly when you think about some of the things, those activities that Boys and Girls Clubs do, as you mentioned, yeah. art, things like that, it's pretty awesome, pretty worthy.
Well, what's great about Gifted Giving, the company itself, they're actually aligning themselves with Boys and Girls Clubs throughout the country.
Wow.
So they're really going far greater than each local community. And then something else we do, so if you were to go onto the website to purchase this as a kit, you can right. do that. You can do it from home. Typically, the cost is $200 value. Jeez. So what we do is we sell it on our website for 50% off. And it gives you a chance to do this at home. And a lot of people have said to me they've loved setting a canvas up at home. And it's taken them 3 months to do, but they just have it in a little section. Yeah. When they feel like some downtime, they go and do their painting. And at the end of the day, you end up with a painting that you actually did of somebody special, or someone special, something special.
You know, the thing that I also think is a little intangible that we don't talk about often, but I have to thank you for, is the fact that the other thing that Paint Mixer does is it establishes some, I don't know what the right word would be, strength, some inner strength in your skill, your ability that you may not have realized that you had. I've seen this in my household. I brought my daughter in, and she painted, and she had a great time, and now she's painting like crazy. And that has been, wow, what an experience.
And it's not just the young kids, it's also seeing so many people we hear say, oh my gosh, I haven't painted since kindergarten.
Right.
And again, for people like you and I, it's a long time. But it gives them confidence, and people really put aside all their troubles, all their worries, sit down and actually enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
So it's fun to have, everyone should have some creative outlet in their lives.
Well, this is a terrific one because you get to pick that outlet with, again, someone or something that you love. That's a great way to do it.
And Joe, for all of those who cannot, or I know the events are filling up really quickly, but if you cannot make it to the 24th or 25th event, what we have is 14 other events on the calendar for the whole year. And if you do sign up by the 25th of June, $10 from each person's registration will continue to go to the Boys and Girls Club throughout the whole year.
That's awesome.
So looking forward to it.
What you guys are doing. Tell me about the locations. Where are they?
So the Park City location is on Main Street.
Yep.
And then we have our location in Sugar House, right across from the park.
That's right.
And to register for these events, you go to thepaintmixer.com, and you go to the 24th and 25th of June. Click the button, and it will walk you step by step through the registration portal, uploading instructions, and it's very self-explanatory.
Wow, that's terrific. And yeah, it doesn't get much more self-explanatory than painting by numbers. That's the way to do it, at least this time around. But always lots of fun painting activities at the Paint Mixer. Last we heard you guys were doing one to celebrate the life of Prince. That was pretty cool. Probably ran out of purple paint, didn't you?
We did not have enough of purple paint.
I kind of figured that was the case. Well, it's great stuff at the Paint Mixer. Make sure you get involved, especially right now where you can help out the Boys and Girls Club. We've got a lot more coming up here on the Mountain Morning Show right after these messages.